way I can explain it is movement and the change of movement and readjustment of balance, because that's what we saw. It's just incredible changes of balance to turn a technique to their advantage. It's a change of motion, you could say. Vasquez straight into the attack here.
Both fighters deciding, okay, we'll take a break here.
Yeah.
Slightly different. They happened to wander off in that direction. It wasn't like the magnet thing.
As long as they're not kind of being, you know, drawn there in order to make safe attacks, or not attacking, which is even worse. Oh, look at that. Good change of direction. Tagu with a good change of direction there with the Kouchigari. And she went for the Sodi Surakomigoshi first of all, and then changed it to the Kouchigari. And gets a Yuko for it.
Yes, after a little review by the commission, they've looked at the landing and decided that that was worth the Yuko.
Almost looked as if she had hold of the hair there, but it was the back of the collar. Good change of direction there. We were talking yesterday, Sheldon and I, about sometimes holding or having a left stance and then throwing right, or having a right stance and throwing left in the opposite direction. There's the Sodi Surakomigoshi, and there's the change of direction for the Kouchigari, and it had a side landing.
And the freeze frame, that's the killer, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? The freeze frame does it.
A little bit over-speculative, I think, there from Lagvatogu. She was thinking about some kind of Kataguruma action, just fell apart. Ended up looking a little bit poor in attack.
Well, she won't stop coming forward here, Vasquez. Very aggressive fighter.
Changed from right to left there very quickly, just in the setup.
Oh, she's gone the other side, and that's going to be a Wazari. Seoinage, massive Seoinage, and a switch of sides this time. Lagvatogu changing completely, and now, is she in the Osai Komi? She is. I think that foot, oh no, it's now trapped. Looked like she was in the Osai Komi there. Just needs...
He was thinking about it.
Yeah, he was.
And then
the arm came over,
it.
yes. Well, because what we've said now and what the supervisors and commission have said is that it has to be an absolute... Oh, she gets the submission. Lagvatogu then had the Udi Gatami, and it was a straight arm, and she just attacked that arm there. She was all over her, wasn't she?
Yeah, that was a very convincing win from Lagvatogu. Goes without saying that getting into crashing out would question whether she'd been off at all. Spectacular throws earlier on.
I think you've got to think about, haven't you, as well, just how do they motivate themselves after all this time to still come out there? And she was fighting one young lady, wasn't she, that when she first became a Grand Slam champion, 2011, was probably about...
Eight.
Eight.
She was 8 years old. That was the #1 seed.
Yeah.
Who she put
there
out.
We go.
She put out Katarina Kristo of Croatia in round 2. That was Kristo's opening contest because the #1 seed had a bye. Didn't do a great deal of good, I'm afraid. Kropska with a real job on her hands here. Just fell away from her opponent there, attempting that makikomi.
Yeah, I mean, she's an attacking player, Rafaela Silva, and that means that sometimes she does leave herself open. She does get caught.
It's the longer contests that I've noticed that she doesn't particularly enjoy. If she can bang them over quickly, leaves with a smile on her face, but the longer the contest goes, the more difficult things become.
Oh, it's going to happen here. So she's really close now. Oh, looking for the Ashiwaza. Her arm was over. She switched sides there, didn't she? Over both flanks. But not scared to grip up.
Still looking sharp, though.
Yes, she is. She does look sharp.
Change of side as well. That was really good. Didn't finish with a score, but it threatened Kropska for a moment. It was Kropska who initiated it.
Uchimata. She's looking for the Uchimata and she'll switch it up. That's not a good place for Kropska. Needs to get out of there.
Just got dominated in the grip there for a moment, didn't she?
Yeah, and I think that little bit of an attack there will get Kropska a Shido, I think. Just for going to floor, and there it is.
Yeah, she didn't like the position that she ended up in and thought better to just bail out of there. And she has picked up a Shido. Just under 2 minutes left to go.
Well, almost went to the outside of the leg there.
The thing about Silva is she's just so well known for that tip. But be so careful. You go in too high, you don't threaten her, she'll block it.
And she'll take you over, yes.
Tipped.
And looking now for the Sangaku Jimmy here, if she can climb this over, and then she'll go into the Osai Komi, but she'll have to make sure that she doesn't just dive under the leg, because she normally does. That's not going to be enough. Well, he's given it. So the right arm on top there, but he was very quick with the Osai Komi there, and she taps out. So Kropska was tied up, and Silva wins by Ippon and wins the bronze medal. Another medal. And how many is that? I mean, international medals for Rafaela Silva. Way back.
During the turnover, it really did look as though she could stick
Tournament,
with the...
especially on the world circuit. But I think she'll have her work cut out here.
Absolutely no record whatsoever of having competed outside of Japan, and the only thing that we know about her is that she won the All Japan Judo Championships earlier in the year. That's it.
That's how she got her chance then, and that such is the depth in Japan that somebody could come through there that's never competed before and do that.
And honestly, I really think that Tamaoki was at under 57 was the real one. She needed a run out. She wanted to get some extra preparation for the World Championships. She needed
You're saying that she brought a training
partner. Yeah. That's it. There's no other reason. Sorry.
Tanioka in trouble there, and well, Ochikon will not have any respect as far as the Japanese are concerned. Like, a lot of the time you can respect their judo and how good they are as a nation, but when you're out there, and Ochikon will definitely be taking the fight to her. No nonsense. She junior world champion, Ochikon.
Has been.
She was,
yeah.
She wasn't she?
Wasn't sure if it was it last year? Time flies incredibly quickly. I shall have a look.
Just you explained to me the problem they've got at under 63s in France now. The Ochikon's coming up as well. Oh, and nearly made a mistake there and dropped in to the hold down. Well, Tanioka's been in with the newaza, really sharp with the newaza, and I would have given a tiny bit more time on that one, but must have seen something there, Valvanist. Judo for Tanioka, not attacking.
It's not unusual, actually, for the Japanese to pick up passivity penalties.
No, you
the front
always say
end
that.
of
Yeah,
the contest
you
because the
always say that.
tempo's a little bit slower in Japan. As they come on the tour, they just need that to change tempo. Nice little effort with the Sutemi was there. Ochikone manages to spin out of it. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she spun out of it.
Big arm over. This is, she needs to, well, not waste it, I was going to say, just drag her back into the middle.
Yes, it was a year ago, just under a year, that Ochikone won the Junior World Championships. Not that far from here, about 2 hours flying time. We were in Dushanbe last week, and it was in Dushanbe that she won the Junior World Championships. You're just seeing now this little test here of Ochikone and Tanioka not looking quite as polished as she did earlier on. As you go up the levels, especially with someone like Ochikone, a real bind for France.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? She's solid as well, Ochikone. Difficult to throw, and yeah, absolutely not going to take any nonsense. No kamikata nonsense from Tanioka. One more Shido for Tanioka, it'll be all done and dusted. But watch Ochikone. Ochikone will come hard at it. Big right arm over the top is definitely what Tanioka doesn't like.
It's also getting used to the physicality. Probably not, not accustomed to facing athletes with that kind of power.
Yeah, or styles. I mean, if you haven't been outside of Japan, then you don't know the styles, do you?
That's you get her.
Yeah, you get hold of them and you go, well,
what is
that?
this?
You know, why won't you stand up with me? I remember the first time I ever fought Mongolians. Couldn't believe it.
Nice little change there.
Great change of direction. That Yoko Tomonagi is quite dangerous.
Thought about a little code.
Just avoided it there, and that would have been a last second of the contest.
Went right-sided Koji and then left-sided outside. It's a nice little combination, that. Just had a stumbling back, and then the attack after that immediately goes Sotogari on the left. Now it's Tanioka's turn to have a go at the feet.
Yes, this was just on the last second. It would have been on there, and it started definitely within the time, so it would have counted.
That would have been fine.
Arm over, and she's got quite close there, a couple of times there, Tanioka.
It's a nice way out for her when that big arm goes over.
Well, because it's strong as well, and also her body weight is all going forwards. It's not as though she's losing balance.
And then cleverly, if it fails, she goes for the makikomi, which is the safety out. You're down on your front, and you're not that bothered about being attacked down there. She's comfortable in newaza. Good Good little battle shaping up here. We're a minute into golden score.
This is where it could happen. Big hips across. Is she going to send the hips across? She might just do it, go for it. Well, that was the out, and it was a good enough attack.
She's pulled that, or she's gone to that tomoe-nage on a couple of occasions, and as long as it moves her opponent, it will count as a valid attack. But at the same time, it gets her out of a difficult gripping situation, which I think, to be honest, is more of what it's about.
Getting a little bit tired now, Ochikon. Possibility, but just not quite the right angle for the Sengaku Jimmy. I think you said it right there. You said that she's quite comfortable down there. Doesn't feel threatened, really.
Be interesting to see what would happen if Tanioka got the chance to work in the middle on Ochikon. I'd like to see that. See what kind of defense the French youngster has got. Just so much more, she's so much stronger than Tanioka. When she's ready to move her around, it doesn't look as though there's that much resistance.
And now she goes. Ochigari. Oh, there's the Osodagari there from Tanioka. And I think Ochikon has got to make sure that she's first in every time.
Really good showing from Tanioka. First up, first time on the international scene. Oh, here's the chance now in the middle. Got to keep her there, and
I don't think she's got the...
got good entry position, yeah.
It's good entry position, but she hasn't got the puff, I don't think. I think they're both a little bit tired.
Yeah, she never looked to start anything off, and I think it wasn't the best position for her. Oh. Just wore one in the eye there.
It's going to be down to one score, I think. Uchimata. Good techniques. This is good from Ochikon. Oh, is she in? She might be underneath here.
Yeah, she needed the one chance, and this is it. Yeah,
she's definitely in, but she's just managed to turn in towards it. So that he didn't have the leverage.
You're right. Hasn't got the puff. Just the hands are not there. That was a chance.
Yes, it was a mistake, and she just whips that underneath the neck there. That just put her body in the wrong position there completely.
Could have stayed there and tried to work it from that position.
Absolutely.
The turn gave Ochikon an opportunity to do something, get a hand in, or just lift, push the chin down a little bit further, just get that bit further away from her. Close and close. Both athletes really tired. 3.5 minutes of golden score.
Real advantages there of backing up. I mean, unless they do push back in, but Tanioka, well, she doesn't mind there. Ochikon will go one each. So he's finding out, it's going to be one each.
Oh dear. And she's generally upset, Tanioka.
I'm telling you, that was the thing. That's why Ochikon just left it. She said, well,